Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel Little House Stuff. What you are seeing right now is the current condition of my lawn. And if you are like me, who likes a nice green lush lawn, then you've come to the right place. We are in mid-September here in Northern Virginia, and this is the perfect time to do the lawn care. It needs to thrive year-round. With just a few simple steps, we're going to ensure a lush green yard for the next year. We're going to take a really easy 5-step approach to turn this lawn into a beautiful green one. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Alright, step 1 is to prepare the lawn. And preparing the lawn means two things. Number 1, you want to mow the lawn down to at least 2 inches. You want to cut it down short because once we're done with this whole process, you're not going to be mowing the lawn for at least a month. And secondly, wherever you see dead grass or bumps in your lawn, you probably want to fill that up with lawn soil. Now this step is optional. You don't have to do this, but I'm trying to cover up any bumps or some of the dead grass with a good lawn soil. And the lawn soil that I have is I bought 8 bags of Scott's Turf Builder lawn soil. I bought 2 bags of sand. Now you could use any sand, really, multi-purpose sand or even play sand. And I also used 2 bags of topsoil. Now there is no right proportion or anything like that, but you mainly want to use the lawn soil. I'm adding sand and topsoil just to soften up the soil, and as you can see here, I've made a pile of all the bags. The purpose of adding sand, it just loosens it up and makes it easy to spread out. Go ahead and start spreading out the soil evenly wherever you feel necessary. You can see here, because of the sand, is moving very nicely and very easily. Another way you could spread it out is by using the shovel. Just evenly spread it out. That's pretty much the main goal here. Spread the soil onto any other patches that needs attention. Alright guys, so we are done with step 1. As you can see here that the lawn is ready for step 2. And our step 2 is aeration. The reason why we do aeration is because over time your soil can become compacted, making it harder for air and water and nutrients to penetrate. Aerating the lawn loosens up the soil, creates more channels for the roots to grow deeper, and it also creates these nice little holes in which seeds can grow, providing the grass seeds with an ideal seed to soil ratio. With that being said, let's jump into step 2. Alright guys, so we are now at step 2 for the aeration. Just make sure you put flag markers or any kind of markers on top of your sprinklers because you don't want the sprinklers to get damaged. As far as the aeration is concerned, there are a couple of ways you can go about this. You can go ahead to maybe one of your local hardware stores like Ace Hardware, Home Depot, or Lowe's, and you could rent an aerator and do this yourself. I have done that in the past years. The only difficult thing for me was to bring the aerator home. It struggled to fit in my SUV. So this year I've opted to go with a company to do the aeration for me. Now make sure you get a couple of quotes because I went ahead and I got quotes from 3 different companies, and you'd be surprised at how different they are price-wise. So the aeration right now is underway. This aeration is particularly called the core aeration. It's pretty much the same thing, to be honest. I think this machine just does a little bit more holes as compared to your regular aeration. Alright guys, as you can see here, we are done with step 2. Aeration is complete. You can see these tiny holes all across the lawn done by the aerator. You can see these little plugs of soil that have been pulled out from the soil, and this is really going to help loosen up the soil. It's created so many more channels, and also added a lot of spaces for the seeds to fall in. So with that being said, we are now done with step 2. We're now going to move on to step 3, which is the overseeding. Alright guys, so now we are at step 3, which is overseeding. Now this step is very important because this step requires you to choose the right seed for your lawn. Now it does depend on where you live. So where I live in Northern Virginia, I would say the successful grass type is your tall fescue, or even the Kentucky bluegrass. So what I have done here is I've taken a 20-pound bag of turf type tall fescue, and also I've taken a 7-pound bag of Kentucky bluegrass, and I've mixed it up, and this is the seed mixture that I will be using. Now you want to make sure that you have the right setting on your spreader, and with that we'll go ahead and start spreading the seed. So the overseeding is now done. Not sure if you can see this, but I'm able to see the seeds have also fallen into these holes, and you want that. You're definitely going to see grass grow out of those holes. We are now done with step number 3. We're going to move on to step number 4. Step 4 is a lawn starter, and the brand that I have here today is the Star Green Lawn Starter. It's a 2-in-1 fertilizer and a soil conditioner, and it has a ratio of 18, 24, and 8, which is ideal for seed germination as well as promoting faster lawn growth. Make sure you check the back for the correct spreader settings. I'm going to go ahead and spread this out the same way I spread the seeds. Alright guys, so we are now done spreading the starter fertilizer, and that takes us to the end of step 4. We are now ready to move on to step 5. Final step guys, step 5, and this is the easiest and probably my favorite: watering the lawn. So after we're done with all our prior steps, which involved preparing the lawn, doing the aeration, doing the seeding, and adding the starter fertilizer, it is now time to water the lawn. Now you do have to be a little bit careful. You do not want to over water it, because you just laid the seeds out, and if you over water the lawn, it might wash away the seeds. So you just want to do it enough just to help the seeds settle into the soil, and you want to water the grass every single day until you start seeing the grass come out. Rain will also help, and also just water it lightly every single day for about a couple of weeks, and after that you will notice that the grass is going to start growing. And I would recommend doing this every fall, and couple this with the seasonal fertilizers. I use the Scott's summer, fall, and the spring fertilizers. And I'm going to leave it here guys for you. But if you are into fixing your lawn, now is the time, so please go ahead and get started. If you found this video to be useful, please hit that like button, subscribe, and press that bell icon for latest updates. And thanks for watching.